Hello everybody, Scotsman Spotter 1999 here, and with that sign saying I'm at the National Railway Museum, it is true. I'm at the National Railway Museum. Welcome. So yes, I'll be doing a small tour of this place, get you the feel of it. That tannoy is off York Station, which is pretty much adjacent to here, which I'll be doing one day with KTV. I don't know what day it is, but that's with Doncaster. So really, I'll just be given an insight of what it's like here. Flying Scotsman returns. Ooh, we might see that in there. So anyway, let's see what will be in store for us today at the National Railway Museum. And here we are at the Great Hall with, very warm entrance indeed, with a hell of a lot of trains here, mainly steam. There's also the front of the Eurostar there, which I think is a simulator or something, as I've not been here for a long time. There is the Shingansen, if I said that right. I'll probably be exploring most of the stuff here, so I shall just try and do it one at a time and stuff. Yep, that is. And here we have 1960s Deltics, which were using the Flying Scotsman service, pretty much a non-stop service, stopping at Newcastle. This is King's Own Yorkshire Light Infantry, which is a class 55. Also next to me we have the Flying Scotsman, sorry mate, which is 60-10-3, which I quite like. Looks really nice. Over there we have the Mallard as well, so it's quite cool all here. There's the crest of the Flying Scotsman right there, and it just nearly fell over. That does look really, really nice. And here is the Flying Scotsman at the front with absolutely loving it. Looking absolutely gorgeous. By far one of the most famous steam trains in the entire world, by a long way. And standing next to it is a really nice feeling. Does look really gorgeous. And just while I was walking around, look at the size of these wheels. They're about the size of, actually they're bigger than me. They're absolutely huge, absolutely massive. I love to see this actually on run. It'd look absolutely brilliant, especially the sound of it, and it's massive, absolutely huge, absolutely beautiful. Wow, I do really like it. And here we have the British Rail old livery or emblem, which is 9220 for the Evening Star, which, sounding of it, sounds like a sleeper service, but I'm not really sure about my steam trains especially. Here we have, as there's a little board here, I can actually read it. Eastern Country, Coke and Bauxite or something, it says there. I can't even read it. It's not restored. I'd like to read it all, but I'm really bad at reading. But unrestored, it does look in pretty good condition, I do have to admit. I really do. Here, with the British Rail, is an EM1 with two rather large pantographs. This, I do know a little bit of history about this. It used to run the Manchester to Sheffield lines, because this was a really powerful engine to move, because obviously there were hillies and it had a really big power problem. I have to admit, these trains, on normal platforms, for example, any platforms, you see the it's all like quite low, but then when you're like right close, it's really big. Like, it is quite hard to get near it. Also, we have, I'm not even sure what that is. So the steam engine. Here, this is going bad, isn't it? It looks quite nice, this. It looks like a royal car, this. Well, it's Royal Mail. Port of Carlisle. For first and second passengers only. Well then. Pretty cool. And here we have the Mallard, which, as a lot of people know, is an A4, which is the fastest steam train in the entire world, which I imagine most train enthusiasts know. I don't know why it's got a Flying Scotsman crest on it, because that's over there. And I have to admit that is a little bit weird, but to be honest, I don't really care. Oh, there's a class 31 there. 31016 or 18. Also, is that a class 50? No, class 50 is 52, I think that is. Also, here we have the Rocket. I think this is a refurbished one. The Stephen Rocket used Rainhill Trials. Rainhill's a station that's near me, but it's gone really downhill since. Here we are, 1829, Rocket replica. Let's just read it. La 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 la. It was built in the Science Museum. Oh wait, that's the replica. Oh, so this is not really the actual one. But here's a statue of, I don't even know, George Stevenage. Or Stephenson, let's say. I'm getting everything wrong today. That's what happens when your train gets cancelled and you're on a 2-hour journey. It's never a good thing, I'll tell you that. And here, it does look like a class 52. But I'm not 100% sure. I know it said it was like D something something something. Let me actually have a look, come on. D1023. Here we are. Well, weight of tons, brake force, they're pretty high. I mean, weight 108 tons is really heavy. 90 miles an hour is actually quite reasonable for something that was built in that sort of era, called Western Fusilier. And also here we have, thought it was a Coronation class then, a Merchant Navy class. What does it say here? Ellerman lines. Merchant Navy were built on the Ellerman lines, which I'll actually have to have a look into that. I think they're like the southern ones, where like they go to Basingstoke, it just says there, and Bournemouth. They're run by class 444s now, so a bit more high tech than these, but not as beautiful. Here, pretty nicely, is a few HST sets that they've made. They've made one in GNER colours, the Midland Main Line, Virgin, and the old BR livery, the Intercity 225. It's something I know a lot about. During North lifetime, almost half the passenger. Oh, it's just about BR. But it's got a lot of pictures of the HST, maybe because it was the most famous. And here we have Barkman's branch lines, which are like little toy figures. There's a 220 Voyager. There's class 37s. No, wait, yeah, well, there's Deltics. There's a class 47 there, an Intercity livery. And And then there's some more larger locomotive, for example, the Mallards there. Royal Mail little thing there. There's an 08 shunter. But these look quite nice. I'd like to buy some of these. Now, here's some more Barkman things. Some of these trains are much recognisable. There is a 166 up there, then there's a 150 for a Reaver Trains Wells, then there's 350 Desiro with a 85 actually, and then there's the 55 hauling Mark IIs with a 37 hauling freight. And also there's the 221 Super Voyager for Virgin. And also there's a 66 there, 66 152 in DB Schenker colours. And here we are boarding the Shenanxon. I actually can't say that for the life of me. But please man, go ahead. Sorry mate. Oof, smells. Ooh, these seats look quite nice. Look better than Pendolinos, I'll tell you that. Just have a little seat here. Oh god, these are comfy. And here we have the front of a 43049, which is sort of to me level now. Really bright lights in the old Intercity Swallow livery. If I got that right, yeah, I must have done, because it is an Intercity Swallow. The high-speed train was an icon of a relaunched British rail in the 1970s, and I think it's still, arguably, it still is an icon. I think everyone must agree with me, it's an absolutely beautiful train. The Camel Tunnel, 33.4 miles under the English Channel. Pretty much that's what it is. And that's what it is. There's the Eurostar 73. Why did I say 737? I say that 373s, and that's what the Eurostar looks like. Well, it does, and that's what the Channel Tunnel looks like, pretty much. Looking pretty nice, I do have to admit. Here we are on the South Hall. Here we have a preserved 87001, which this and 002, well 002 is the only one in Britain which is in use. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And here inside the Mark III, please don't bring any food and drink into here, is right. Ooh, doesn't this look quite posh?
The train which has arrived at platform 6. From there to here and back again, a journey ends where others start. For no two places in Britain are more than a train apart.
Well then, now he is now. Now can you open this? I'm not going to try, but it's pretty much like a normal Mark III now, isn't it? With the sort of seats you'd expect.
From Birmingham to Bristol, Liverpool or Leeds, buy a ticket, take a train and travel where you please. To Manchester or Glasgow, Canterbury or York, from here to there and back again without a moment's thought.
The old Intercity there. And just getting off this lovely Mark III carriage. I did like that, so thank you very much. And all of these old cars here, first and third class, pretty much, and there's luggage, so that's alright. There's only like one car for each. I mean, it won't be very good for capacity wise, but you know, it'd be alright nevertheless. And it's pretty much a full-on platform, this. And this looks like just like a lounge car, if you can see in the interior. I'll give you a look. And there's a bit of a creepy mannequin doll staring at you. Yeah, but still, it's looking all good. And these look quite nice. I think this is just a diner, but you know, from London St Pancras to Glasgow St Opras, wherever that is, probably a closed station. But as we know, London St Pancras is now the terminus for the Midland Main Line and the and HS1, which is a nice going into continental Europe. It is like a bit like a full-on platform, this, like a full-on terminus station in the early 1900s. I was going to say the early 19th century, but that would have been like, I don't know, probably when the Rainhill trials were on. And here we have another train here. Now I am just rambling on and on, but you know. It does look really nice, these trains are, I do say. I mean, it'd be a bit inconvenient because as the sort of like HSTs now, you see them like arriving in and like obviously there's another engine to like pull them out. With steam trains, it doesn't happen like that. So like they have to reverse it in and then like do loads of stuff and it'll just be all weird and stuff. And because these aren't like double-headed, like let's say a class 87, which is a bit double-headed, it's a bit inconvenient, let's say. I'll probably have to reverse and go to a sidings and get something else. King Edward Saloon, so King Edward the 7th carriage. So he has his own carriage. It's a little home to home there, and yes it is, because that is a bathroom. And yep, pretty much a bed. It's pretty much like anyone's normal house. Yep, there's the living room. And then there's the lounge area. Wouldn't be bad, that, would it? Just, you're on your way to Glasgow and you can have a bath. That really is pretty nice. The living legend. And there's 91101, I meant. The Flying Scotsman. Yep, pretty much it's still got the symbol on it. I was trying to think of the word then, but I forgot it. Super new express trains. Well then, that will be something to look forward to. And to finish off, there we have a class 57, I think that is, and in front of that a class 373 for Eurostar. And that's just a little bit, I guess. So I hope you guys have enjoyed watching the tour of the National Railway Museum. It's been alright, I guess. I think I would have done a much longer one if I had a bit more time, but I was quite strict for schedule and I probably put a lot more research into every single train because it was quite a brief history, or some of them I just had no idea. But if you have liked this video or any of the content that I've made, please like and subscribe because I do appreciate that. Any comments will be answered as soon as they possibly can. Anyway, it'll be back to normality tomorrow with my next station will be Northallerton, and then I'll be at Birmingham Moor Street and Snow Hill. So yes, for me here at the National Railway Museum. I shall see us all tomorrow at Northallerton, so goodbye all.